Okay, so full disclosure, I wasn't originally going to show this on YouTube. This was me cooking at like 3 a.m. and sending videos to Ali because she wanted to see, and I had so much fun doing it. I thought, you know what, this is fun doing, and I have it all recorded, so I'm going to put it onto YouTube. So if it looks like it was poorly put together or poorly filmed, yeah, it was, but it was good fun, and I think it was entertaining. So I'm going to upload it. So, yeah, have things. Blah.
I'm glad you asked what I'm looking for. I'm looking for butter. But I don't know where I put it. Because I have a plan. A good plan. Well, I think it's a good plan. Can only end well, right? Oh, shut up, fridge. You haven't been open that long. It's not only ever fridge. So I don't know where it's gone. Screw it. I can't find any other butter. I'm using this butter. Oh, that's so soft. Oh. Let's get off. Now I need the bacon. That's right. Bacon. Yes, I'm frying bacon in butter, because much like the female orgasm, cholesterol is a myth. You know that moment when you've just washed your hands, but then you decide, you know what? I want 2 things of bacon. I need to melt that butter more. So the butter's not melting like I thought it would. This will fix everything. This is not fine. It's too hot. Mistakes have been made. That's it. Turn over. Turn. There we go. Sizzle, my friend. Sizzle. This smells so good. This smells, I'll be honest, like butter and bacon. Which is precisely what every meal should smell like. By the way, these are noodles. What's bubbling away here? Those are noodles. Now you might be thinking, that's way too much butter for just 2 pieces of bacon. And you'd be right. Because I have a plum. Not a plan, a plum. There's a very subtle difference. If you don't believe me, ask Terry Pratchett and or the wee 3 men. Bubble, bubble, my friend. Bubble, bubble. Something I should probably mention for safety reasons. This is expensive butter. This is... hang on. This is not Lurpak lighter or fat. Do not use reduce because they reduce the fat by basically watering it down. Which is okay, but water and hot oil and a frying pan can be dangerous. You can hear how much it's spitting now. It'll spit a lot more. In fact, you know when you see like in fancy restaurants where they spray something on and you see flames come up? That's normally just water that they just spray a bit on. Okay, good. You see this here? That either the butter browning or some of the like juices from the bacon coming off, and that's exactly what we want. That's why I'm frying the bacon in butter. Oh, look at that. Look at that brown streak. Well, that's going to be lovely when it goes all over the bacon. Of course it's a lot of butter. That's part of the plan. We need a lot of butter. Specifically, we need a lot of bacon-flavoured butter. This is going to be glorious. Well, maybe. It's either going to be glorious or a glorious failure, which is the best kind of failure. Fun fact, a very, very long time ago, before I wanted to be an engineer, which was before now, where I want to be a game designer, I wanted to be a chef because I love cooking. I love cooking so much. Like, oh my god, cooking is the best. And I really enjoy it. And I think I'm fairly good at it. In fact, the reason I wanted to be a chef, the reason I wanted to be an engineer, and the reason I now want to be a game designer are all for really the same reasons. I like making stuff. I like being creative. I like problem solving. I like working with limited resources and making a good product out of them. So I thought that was a fun fact you'd like to know. Okay, I think this bacon is done, which is just what we want. Oh, look at that. Onto there. And... oh, shh, don't spit. Spitting's rude. And onto there. Now we need to turn this right down, and we want to let it cool for a little bit. While waiting for it to cool, I'm going to chop it up into little pieces, which I don't think I can do one-handed. So, You're not going to watch this bit. But no, I am doing it. And the bacon is chopped. Next step, the egg. Next step is to put a board down here, because this is real wood and I don't want to stain it, and a mug. Because this is something I can do with one hand. I don't know why, but for some strange reason, I find it a lot easier to crack eggs with one hand instead of two. I have broke the yolk on that one, but that doesn't matter. Well, it does a bit, but not a huge amount. Egg number 2. And there's some embryo in there, which I might remove. I have a problem with unborn children. But no eggshell, so yay. But fun fact, always do this into a mug, so if there is eggshell, it's easy to pick out. So, I'm making scrambled egg right now, and fun tip, you're not supposed to scramble them in the mug. You're supposed to put them in there on a low temperature, because it makes the eggs more fluffy if you put them in this way. And because I love food, this is bacon-flavoured butter that I'm about to make scrambled eggs in. Okay, in go the eggs. I have to be careful because this is not quite boiling oil, but kind of getting there. And as you can see, the eggs are slowly starting to cook, very slowly, which is what we want. We want them so you can just about see the whites, and then you want to mix it together. This is taking a little bit of time, so I'm going to turn the temperature up. What can go wrong? This is taking a little bit of time, so I'm going to turn the temperature up. What can go wrong? Okay, this is good. You see those little brown bits there? Those are bits left over from the bacon, so this is going to taste nice and bacony, which is exactly what we want. Okay, so I have the pasta here. There we are, it's focused. Now, you might be wondering what I'm going to do with this pasta. I'm going to dump it in here. Everything will start making sense soon. Hello, cut up bacon. In you go, cut up bacon. All of it. There we go. Okay, so on a low heat, I'm mixing this all together. But first, here we go. For my seasoning, I will be using smoked sea salt, because this adds a nice smoky finish. But you can add whatever you want. Okay, now I'm going to turn it down, because that was up. I'm going to turn it down, because I'm not trying to fry this. I'm trying to keep it on the heat while finish cooking the eggs. Because I really want all that nice buttery bacon taste to go into this. Because if I just wanted a random sauce, that would have been easy. I would have just made a sauce. I'm trying to get another. Okay, another fun fact. If you ever want your food look more appetizing, chives taste of absolutely nothing, have no texture. But the second you pop them in there, it suddenly looks like you're actually making posh food. So as you can see, it's actually starting to come together, and I think this is going to taste great. But is there anything else we want to add to it? How do we want this to taste? Because this is a pretty blank canvas in terms of what we can do to it and add. Like, I'm not really that big of a fan of paprika, but I could add paprika. I've turned up the temperature slightly, because now it's all mixed, the egg is all cooked, it is almost ready to serve. What I want, for my own aesthetic purposes, is a little bit more browning. Just because I think that will look a lot more appetising. Also, for those who have an induction hob, you'll probably know this, but something I'm constantly doing is I'm moving this out of the way to check the base. Because there's oil in this, oil can get very hot, and I can actually burn the induction hob, which could be an issue because this is a very expensive induction hob. Right, so to put this in the bowl, we're literally just going to use a spoon and scoop it in together. So that should be nice and easy, but it will take 2 hands, because I'm trying to get as little as all this oil and grease as I can. Because as much as I joked about how cholesterol doesn't exist, cholesterol does exist, and I'm going 100% honest with you, I don't really like just eating straight up butter, so I'm going to get as little as all this oil as possible. And there we go, it's in the bowl. I don't know how well you can see, I tried to make a little indentation just for aesthetic reasons. I don't know how it showed up. Oh, that's hot. Yeah, that's it. That's how you make really good noodles with like 4 things and no sauce. Because steak sauce. Ooh, my phone's about to die.